I believe in the power of wandering. All of my best decisions in business and in life have been made with heart, intuition, guts, not analysis. When you can make a decision with analysis, you should do so, but it turns out in life that your most important decisions are always made with instinct, intuition, taste, heart.
So I don't know about you, North America, but if I had $200 billion just sitting there lying around collecting interest and I was hanging out in the Mediterranean with my girlfriend, I might actually get bored and inquire about the Boston Celtics as well. I'm just saying, apparently meeting the Pope wasn't enough to keep Jeff Bezos' interest squarely in front of what he was actually doing at the time. On today's Underrated Pod, we are going to talk about Jeff Bezos and why would Jeff Bezos, the man that's been to outer/inner or just barely out of space, into actually purchasing the Boston Celtics? Why, Jeff? Why are you buying the Boston Celtics? That is the topic of the Underrated Pod today. Hey, 1 million plus views in on this channel. Thanks so much for all your support. If you haven't had a chance yet, please subscribe and, of course, like this video. All right, so Jeff Bezos wants to buy the Boston Celtics, and the question of why Jeff Bezos wants to buy the Boston Celtics should certainly be asked at this point. Now, we know that the NBA just closed its deal with Amazon. Sorry, Charles Barkley, but Amazon is now going to carry the National Basketball Association for the next 11 years. Now, that contract actually kicks in 2025 when that season begins. In terms of Jeff Bezos on the personal side of the fence, you know, he went to outer space, or whatever level of space we're actually calling where he went, with one Captain Kirk, of course, William Shatner. We also know that Jeff Bezos has been buying houses all over the country. He actually just spent $87 million on a new house in Miami. Well, I don't know if you can call an $87 million purchase a house. I guess we'll call it what it really is, which is an estate. And by the way, that's his third estate purchase in Miami, because one isn't enough. Two isn't enough. Jeff Bezos needed three. Now that Amazon actually has secured the rights to the National Basketball Association for an 11-year deal, it is pretty simply safe to say that Jeff Bezos wants to buy the Boston Celtics simply because he can. He has more money than just about anybody in the world. In fact, he's the second richest person that we know of in North America at this point. Jeff Bezos has so much money, he's actually looking to spend it in a wide variety of ways. Now, we know he spent $500 million on an island and a house up in Washington. And the question of why Jeff Bezos actually isn't just going to buy one of the expansion franchises should certainly be asked at this point. I'm sure LeBron James would love to partner with Amazon and Jeff Bezos when he goes out and tries to bid for the Las Vegas franchise. And then, of course, there's the franchise in his own backyard in Seattle, which is rumored to be available in the coming months. So why buy the Boston Celtics? Look, the Celtics, as most Boston teams, have been predominantly owned by people from that area. How would the Celtics fans actually react to somebody from the left coast with left coast money swooping into the Boston Garden? Now, I'm sure at some point there would be a new Boston Garden, probably an Amazon Dome or something like that. But it's safe to say that the primary reason that Jeff Bezos is actually going to buy the Celtics is pretty simple. Because he can. And why not buy the franchise that just won an NBA title? The franchise that, if you successfully run it in the correct way for the next 5 years, you've got a shot at winning more championships. Look, Jeff Bezos has proven over the years he's all about winning. And yeah, he likes to wander around and think about what he wants to do, but clearly wandering around the Mediterranean with his fiance, Lauren Sanchez, has offered up some new light in what he wants to actually do next, which is actually purchase the Boston Celtics. Now, I don't know about you. I seriously doubt that Bezos would be a Mark Cuban type owner where he travels around the country going to every single game. I also seriously doubt that Jeff Bezos actually wants to go to any games in Boston during the winter. But my guess is the ability to actually buy the Boston Celtics, a team on the top, a team that could remain on the top for years to come, is certainly appealing to Bezos on many levels. All right, North America, I want to know what your thoughts are on Jeff Bezos potentially purchasing the Boston Celtics. All right, that's it for The Underrated. I am Dave DeBaugh, wishing you all a tremendous rest of your sports viewing day. To the wandering guitar riffs we go.
You've been listening to The Underrated Podcast with Dave DeBaugh, presented by underrated.media.